you'd be thrilled to finally set foot on Seknarf 9 tracks.
In other circumstances, I would be thrilled.
I'm flying.
Are you sure the Leafy One is ready for this?
Nope.
He'll be fine.
Don't she like lumber? What about the legend of her mighty battle axe? Don't you?
She possesses a number of weapons. Not all
Because
axes
you're
are meant to
constant
cut
complaining,
down
Daz?
trees.
The lady won't hurt you. We're all complaining. Happy?
This could all have been avoided if the rodent had relinquished his hidden cache of units.
How many times do I gotta tell you I ain't got no units?
At least 43. That's how many times I've had to deny being a shapeshifter before Drax moved on to something else.
I still have my doubts. It's not possible for you to slip into combat armor this fast.
I use a lot of lotion.
Ugh, Groot. Why?
So we need units. What about selling that llama beast?
Lady Hellbender would never purchase such a lowly creature.
Not to Lady Hellbender, obviously, but what about the nowhere market?
I'm not sure we'd even get 20 units out of it. Now, we'd still have my weapon stash, though.
We could have sold the weaponry.
No! If we still had my stash, we could have upgraded the Milano's weapon system and blasted Nova Corps out of the sky!
Doubtful.
Let him dream.
Why does this thing look so sinister?
Hey, I don't go into your room and touch your stuff, Quill.
What? You hacked my visor and added a scoreboard to it while I was sleeping.
That was different. I improved it. Also, did anyone tell you that you snore? I thought Drax was bad, but wow. Quill, you should really get that checked. You sound like a Torg.
I don't snore that loud.
Yeah, okay.
So what is this thing anyway? It kind of looks like a metal face hugger.
That is clearly a spinal control unit.
Yes, right, of course, a spinal control thingy.
Back on Half-World, Kree scientists use these to keep us super soldiers in line. They'd press a big, fun red button and zap! Instant obedience.
Holy crap. Rocket. How many of you super soldiers were there on Half-World?
When the Kree started, 100, maybe. By the time I escaped, just me and Lila. She was the first one not to die from the control unit.
And Lila is also a...
What, a raccoon?
Or not, a raccoon?
You gotta understand, she was afraid of them, and the control unit made sure we stayed in line, that I stayed in line.
Oh, that sounds... awful. I can't imagine.
So, I did what I do best. I found a way to overload the control unit. When the Blueskins let us out of our cage, kaboom! I blew a hole into the side of the lab. What we didn't know, what I didn't know, was that the lab was protected by sentry bots. We got to the security fence and Lila covered me while I hacked the modulator frequency, and as soon as it opened, she pushed me through the door. I heard her die, Quill.
Ah, Rocket.
Doesn't matter now. Past is the past, right? And that thing, it's just a reminder.
What exactly did the Kree do to you?
They ripped me apart and rebuilt me over and over and over again until I became this half-finished thing they could mold and shape and control.
Oh, Rocket, I had no idea. I mean, I knew the Kree Empire was desperate, but...
Do you know what it's like to lose all control of your body? To be in constant pain, trapped inside yourself, unable to stop the horrible things you're doing? That control unit made sure I did what I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, whether I wanted to or not. A neat, furry little machine of death. Didn't take long to figure out I was better off not fighting it.
Okay. Then let's shoot this thing out the airlock. Have a little middle finger salute ceremony to the bastards who built it.
I don't think I'm ready to let go of that part of me yet. Maybe one day.
Are you 100% sure you want to keep it? What if it...
Controls me? I decided a long time ago, Quill, that I would never let anyone control me again. As far as I'm concerned, this is just another useful piece of junk and a few bad memories.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that, Rocket. For real.
Why don't we ever get missions on nice, warm, dry planets? Paramitar did have a nice forest, because it was dry. Dry up. That's what I want to do after this mission. I don't know. After we pay this fine, let's see.
He's gonna say
Contraxia.
Contraxia again.
Contraxia? Who cares if I'm predictable? Contraxia's got nice weather.
Aw, you're way too soft to be a monster, big girl. Yes, you are. Looks broken. Maybe Rocket can fix it. Groot! Hey, buddy. I was just, checking to see if everything was okay. And it is. Okay.
I am Groot.
Too bad this translator's busted. I was hoping it might have Groot stored on it, or something.
I am Groot.
That way I could download it into my translator. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on stuff without, you know, Rocket always filtering it.
I am Groot.
Actually, hold that thought. Yo, Rocket!
What?
Can you come here for a sec?
What do you want, Quill? I'm busy.
Think you can see if this translator has Groot's language on it?
It doesn't.
You didn't even check!
Don't need to. Cheap scut like that don't have rare language packages, and even if it did, it's beyond salvageable.
Really? Wait, do you have Groot's language package installed in your translation implant?
Do I look like I'm made of units? Only folks who got that language package are rich people.
So you actually speak Groot then?
You mean Talinisan? And yeah, I speak it, more or less. Me and Groot been bounty hunting together for a decade before you came along, Quill. When you've been working together that long, you develop a common understanding.
I am Groot.
You say misunderstandings, I say open to interpretation.
I am Groot.
They didn't go sour. We didn't need those jobs anyway.
So you guys learned to understand each other over time.
And with the help of a spreadsheet of Groot's lexicon, which ain't no easy feat when your entire language sounds like I am in Groot.
So there's hope for us yet.
I am Groot.
You know, I didn't always have a translation implant. I mean, I was failing Spanish before I left Earth, not that Spanish would have prepared me for all of this.
I am Groot.
Man, those first few years, do you know how hard it was to get by without having any idea what people were saying? Half of the languages out here sound like white noise, weird birds, and messed up theremins. I don't even want to know what Rocket actually sounds like. TV did not prepare me for the realities of living in space, let me tell you.
I am Groot.
Honestly, man, you're lucky you have Rocket. I mean, I know what it's like to be surrounded by people and have no one understand you, how lonely that can be. I'd have been lost. You must have been lost too, before Rocket and us.
I am Groot.
I probably don't say this enough, but you really are an important part of the team. I can't imagine the Gardeners of the Galaxy without Groot. And who knows? If this thing does have your language in it and Rocket can download it somehow or hack it or... I don't know.
I am Groot.
It'd be nice to finally talk to you. For real. Glad we had this little chat.
I am Groot.
Awesome. Cool.
I still believe it is a mistake to sell the tree.
I am Groot.
Ha! Yeah, that's right. Maybe you're the mistake, musclehead.
That does not make sense.
Maybe Groot misspoke. You could say he, made a mistake.
I am Groot.
No, we should not go. We got it. It's different.
I am Groot.
That's sweet, but we both know you ain't got money to buy no umbrella.
Hope that jacket of yours is waterproof. Are we going? Because I'm ready.
They say that Seknarf 9 is inhospitable to soft-bodied beings. We shall see how you fare, Peter Quill. We accomplish nothing by lingering in the ship.
How about staying dry? That's an accomplishment. Of course, it had to be raining. I hate wet.
Okay, here we go.
I ever mention how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far!
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we impregnate it?
Ask Peter!
Let's just get closer! We'll figure it out on the way!
There is nothing to figure out. As beast merchants, we will easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good! We've already got a beast! All that's left is the merchant part!
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
There is no such thing! Right?
The fact you ain't sure don't bode so good. Drax neglected to mention this buyer lived in the middle of a flarkin' monsoon.
It was not pertinent to our task.
Can we at least wait it out in the Milano?
We're not wasting time with that Nova tracker counting down.
Whoa! That is some really crazy lightning out there! Never seen anything like it!
Meteorological suicide is what it is. So, what's the deal with Captain Girlfriend anyway?
The Kree woman seemed professional and disciplined.
Ew! Ah! Ouch! Ugh. Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. The hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I faced more than enough hardship. Thank you very much.
At least we'll have time to think about our sales pitch.
How are we to convince a beast collector to purchase a tree?
So what the Nowhere Collector wants you back? He don't speak for all collectors.
If Tivon wants him, that's actually a good selling point.
No one's selling Groot.
He's a rare specimen, Rocket, and he'll be fine.
Okay, guys, if we just keep our footing, it'll be a straight shot across.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine.
Agreed. We must face Lady Hellbender's rage head on.
Almost sounds like you want to get get hit by lightning.
I would not expect a Chitauri trader to understand the underlying value.
The underlying value of getting killed.
Of being direct, you child of subterfuge.
What is your problem?
Lady Hellbender scoffs upon duplicity and dishonor.
Can we refocus here? We're here to trick some lady, not kill each other.
She's not just some lady. Lady Hellbender's a known warrior.
And stinking rich.
Exactly! She's a stinking rich warrior queen businesswoman, and she won't be able to resist a good deal. Same as us.
Perhaps some of us.
If Lady H is so powerful, why does she live on this stuff?
Sector 9 is her ancestral home. A concept you are clearly unfamiliar with, Abomination.
Where you're from ain't what matters, meathead.
It matters to Lady Hellbender.
It'd be a whole lot drier if we went through the jungle below.
And lose sight of the fortress? Trust me, this is better.
You know what's better? Landing at the Flarking Fortress.
The traversal proves our worthiness to consort with Lady Hellbender.
I thought our monster was supposed to prove our worthiness.
It would have had we not foolishly chosen to sell the tree.
That was way too close!
Well played, Lady Hellbender!
So we're still doing this?
Yes! Behold! Lady Hellbender's domain!
Guys! Focus! Keep an eye out on those big blue ones and take cover when they hit. Or we'll get blown right off.
Good advice!
Yo, Quill! Fortress is this way! Of course he knows we're on the clock. 3 cycles!
It's called scouting, okay?
No, it's all going the wrong way.
Are you disoriented, Peter Quill?
Even more than usual.
I'll have you know my sense of direction is impeccable.
That's the guy who landed on the wrong side of the planet! I can't believe it. Here I am, all wet in the rain, and Sunny Pants ain't even trying to go the right way.
If he is so determined to explore, perhaps we should support him. I support you, Peter Quill.
The only thing I support is getting out of this Flarkin' rain!
Okay, this might be more dangerous than I thought.
I thought you lived for danger.
Yeah, keyword live.
If any of you die, I'm going back to the ship. Whoa! I ever mention how much I hate being wet? Anytime!
Mark, not again!
Who says we should hide under him?
There's a terrible suggestion!
Just keep moving.
We need to keep moving forward, Quill.
Need to not get hit by lightning!
Can we please just do both of those things?
You ask too much of our leader. You know he cannot
I
multitask.
can multitask!
Everyone okay? We should have gone to Maku 4.
Hey, check out the old resistance ship. Thing's been shot to hell.
No doubt by this one and her Chitauri friends.
We weren't friends.
Guys,
Not sure. But it ain't moving now.
It would be wary rodent.
You know what? I survived freaking Half-World. I think I'm scared of some little bit. Ah!
It's not alone. Get ready. Watch your back.
Stay away from its sharp edges!
Branch out, Groot!
Keep moving around!
Not when they're dead, they don't. What's next, Peter? Make him hurt, Gamora!
Get the point?
We must destroy the cores!
The jelly is charging! The trick is to defeat them before they defeat you!
I was almost cooked there. Thanks, Big D.
I was getting bored anyway.
I must reluctantly agree.
It's gooey outside keeps regenerating!
The
Nice
outer
to
muck
meet you!
is only a distraction from its nucleus!
So that's what a monster around here looks like?
We are outside Lady Hellbender's sanctuary. Creatures here are not her pets.
They sort of do look like food.
We're gonna be food if we don't climb out of here.
Where the flark is she going?
There's a trail going through the jungle! Try to find a way up!
This husk should be easier to climb than the muddy terrain.
I ain't comfortable calling it a husk, seeing as we're about to climb it and all.
Clearly not a husk.
It is the hollowed husk of a bygone time, when the turmoil of war raged stronger than the storms of this world.
Peter, get moving! Drax is having an existential meltdown.
And all else fails, shoot stuff.
Words to live
Having fun?
Think I'd ever be shooting at a resistance ship. Drax, you could pull this reactor out gently, right?
If it were combustible, the rodent would have shot it by now.
by. He makes an excellent point.
Shall I continue ripping it apart?
No. I think we're good.
What's a resistance ship doing all the way out here anyway? Great, we made it halfway up. Now what?
Maybe if we could lower that wing somehow.
I ain't seen one of these fly swatters in years, working or otherwise.
It is not.
That's what they called them, on account of they were real good at knocking Chitauri scouts out of the sky. There they are, wing controls.
All right, Rocket. That wing control panel's all yours. Hope it still works.
Great. Everyone watch out for beeping red lights.
What? Why?
This is a resistance ship. We'll be lucky if there's only one booby trap on it.
That don't sound like no jelly thing.
They say that Lady Hellbender's call echoes throughout the planet.
That don't sound like no lady either.
Careful! Looks like something big moved through here.
Yay!
If you see anything with claws the size of Drax, let me know.
I thought we already had our monster. What's she tracking this thing for?
For sport.
Just further proof that we are not welcome here. If we turn back every time we ain't wanted, we never go anywhere.
Good point.
Can you get us through here, Gamora?
Whatever it takes to find Hellbender.
Her name is Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, Gamora.
If we want an audience with her, we will have to start showing some respect.
This from the guy who calls me Harlot Spawn of Thanos.
Inaccurate description. We all know which harlot spawned it refers to.
What about her sister Nebula?
Gamora's actually adopted, so not even that accurate.
Yeah. Also, not a harlot.
Right. That too. What makes you so sure you picked the right path?
The harlot has direct knowledge of Seknarfian forestry.
My knowledge isn't correct.
Wait, it ain't?
I simply use experience and observation to deduce that this trail must lead to a settlement.
Well, I'm not reassured.
Take it or leave it. We'll need to find a way out of this jungle.
Why? It's dry down here.
Wouldn't you rather be wet than lost?
Not particularly.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Seriously? Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside.
Was Lady Hellbender's fortress.
So, these tracks, Gamora, you're just messing with us, right?
Nope.
Are you frightened, rodent?
Dead end. That's just great.
Wait, is that Shatari tech over there?
Ask the Chitauri.
No, it is. It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What are you...
do not have time to dawdle in this jungle. I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face! Put me down!
It'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No!
Very well.
Peter?
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. I guess that only applies to cats.
You sons of sharks! Scut-busting ass!
I am not familiar with these words.
Filthy grunt scum, but
I think he's making them up. He's really pissed.
You can rot, you free-bagging flarkhole!
At least he's not shooting at us. He missed on purpose, right?
Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Cram it, ass face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10!
Okay, deal. We'll take it out of Groot's cut. He doesn't understand money anyway.
I'm Groot.
Rid of rock. Thanks, genius. I mean, maybe this is why Hellbender's so hot for monsters. Just another religious nut.
He's not enough of any kind. He's a conqueror.
Maybe these were from the people she conquered.
No, the statues are not watching us.
Do not be so sure.
Thanks for the bridge, Rocket.
If you even think of pulling that
Wait.
scud again...
Hear that?
Rise up, people.
Incoming!
Get it out of your system before we get there.
Anyone else notice this place looks like a graveyard?
Focus on not becoming part of one. Show him the muscle. Think of it like a walk through the zoo with guns.
Fly these beasts straight to Lady Hellbender.
Good luck with that!
Rock and roll, Rocket. These things would have come in handy a second ago.
And I shall remove their wings.
What's next, Peter?
enough of these inferior creatures. I yearn for monsters.
Yeah, I'm feeling all turned around as well. Where the flark are we?
Just look around. There must be a path here somewhere.
Why are we so sure this is the way?
This... Statues here didn't walk into place. They were carried.
Carried. By whom? For what purpose?
Group, vines are your thing, right?
He says he asked already. They don't know the way.
Rocket, can you squeeze in and check if the trail continues that way?
How much you paying? Surprise, surprise. Another statue.
I'll take weird statues over weird monsters any day.
You're in the business of selling monsters, Peter Quill, not statues.
Yeah? I'm also in the business of not getting killed. Kind of a side thing I got going. Drax,
You were not ready for the monsters beyond these vines.
Agreed.
All right, Gamora. Pretty sure it's this way.
50 units says it ain't.
He doesn't have 50 units.
No way are we almost there. Still got like half a planet to walk across.
Lady Hellbender could cross this jungle in 7 strides.
Sure she could.
Or she would have flown over the mountains.
Oh, she flies now.
She possesses flying creatures.
Drax, some of your Lady Hellbender tidbits are questionable.
You could say that again.
More or less questionable than your flying skills, Peter Quill.
He's got you there.
What's Shatari Tech doing on a backwater mudball like this?
Perhaps Lady Hellbender repelled an invading swarm, and it was among the spoils.
Maybe. Or maybe she was real cozy with the bugs.
Ridiculous.
Groot, you mind?
He's worried there might be something big on the other side. Anyone still think he's a monster?
Drax, wanna clear a path?
Only if you admit that every one of my Lady Hellbender stories is true.
So that's a no. Rocket, care to bet on what's on the other side of these vines?
Maybe. How much?
You guys are unbelievable. That bridge isn't the only thing, Shatari. Some of these statues look familiar, if you catch my drift.
If these mouth breathers worship monsters, maybe they'd have seen spacefaring bugs as gods.
An old Nova bomber. I haven't seen one of these since the war. I remember it used to take 12 ships to bring one down.
12 ships, or 1 Shatari infantry.
I'll take that one as a compliment. Now what's the holdup?
Fear.
No! Just thinking someone else should cross the death pit first. Me and Groot are the merchandise.
Only one of you is the merchandise.
Plan A and Plan B, okay?
Just go.
No! You just go!
Someone go!
Don't leaders usually cross first?
Not if it's dangerous. Because I need to cover everyone.
Right.
See, it's fine. Perfectly safe.
Fine.
Do not even think of pushing the assassin.
There are so many better ways to kill someone.
Easy does it.
Groot says there's something down there. Monster.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
It's unstable either way. Just move.
Yup, definitely saw the giant head. Wow! Get up, man! Wow! Yup, definitely saw the giant head. Yup, definitely saw the giant head.
Nice catch.
You're welcome. Don't get used to it.
Peter Quill, we are not alone here.
I got it.
Guys, anyone know what that is?
A monster. Ah!
I don't want to get eaten by a squid tiger!
It is we who shall be eating this day.
Hey, let's just sell this thing!
Lady Hellbender would not buy such a pedestrian creature. Its weakness is exposed! A wicked wrapping to its encasement appears futile!
Well, he ain't eating us!
Cowardly beast! Finish the battle!
Aw, Stumpy's running away.
That its tail between its legs. I say we go after it. Finish the job.
Anyone ever tell you you're scary?
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously a way out up there, which is exactly what we need. Plus, it'll give us eyes on where we need to go.
And it is settled. Let us scale this down contraption.
Yeah, okay. How do we do that?
Good question.
Starting to wonder if I should be the one with a fancy visor.
Looks like a few cables are all that's standing between the wing and a makeshift bridge.
Are we sure we want to go back up? I'm getting used to not being completely soaked. Oh, what is taking so long? Are we doing something with that rusting hunk of metal or watching the weird plants grow? Come on, they're pretty fucking weird.
If you want to shoot that thing down, you're gonna need a better angle.
She is right. Your shooting is terrible.
My shooting is not terrible.
Then why is your target not falling?
Need a better angle, apparently. Groot, is there any way you could bring down that wing?
Groot ain't that strong. He says you want something sharp.
What's that I hear? The wing cables calling down to us? They want a date with your sword, Gamora.
Really? I can cut those cables, I just need a way up.
Rocket, you know what I'm thinking. Drax, do you think you could help Gamora reach the cables?
I do not think the Nova Killer will allow me to throw her up there.
Almost wishing you'd go back to Harlan.
Rocket, take a look at this.
Got the wrong guy.
Thinking something, Rocket?
What? No, not me.
Groot?
Don't ask him to. Gotta say, I get some sick satisfaction from seeing this thing buried in the ground.
Looks like there's one of those vintage workbench things back here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe someone was trying to fix up the old bomber.
Okay, Rocket, let's see if this thing still works.
Yeah, all right. Just better not get jumped by any monsters. All right, it's all yours.
So, where are we?
Waiting for you so that we can scale this contraption.
Ah, right.
This wreck is so rusted out you can hardly see the blue.
Long time since the war, and this place is all kind of wet.
Feels like yesterday, in all the worst ways.
Agreed.
Do your thing, Groot.
Says he can't.
Groot, could you help out?
He says no.
Ain't gonna work, Quill. Thing's all gunked up at the very top there. Your trajectory's all off.
Okay, so how do I fix my trajectory?
You gotta get up higher somehow.
Is climbing not your area of expertise, Assassin?
Sure, just find me somewhere to climb.
Gamora, you know your ships. What about that loose unit up there?
It's covered in fungus. We probably could knock it off, but not from down here. Also, I'm not the one with the gun.
Groot, buddy, you're stretchy. Think you can reach up there and pop that unit out for us? Okay, Drax, try to jump real high and grab onto the reactor. Rocket, I want your input on this. How do we reach the reactor thing up on the wing?
I'm half your height, Quill. What am I gonna do?
Rocket, don't let me down.
Nope. What do you think made this place worth fighting over?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the ships we've seen just got taken down by the storms.
You think this place was like a secret base?
Could be. Middle of nowhere, inhospitable surface, storms provide cover from detection. Maybe refugees fled here.
I think I'd rather have been in the war.
giant monster. All good.
At this rate, by the time we get there, Hellbender will have moved on from Monster Collector. Yes, I am obviously being sarcastic. I'm just saying it shouldn't take this long to get to her. I am being constructive. This is how I motivate.
Well, it's clearly working.
Bodies are still in there? All mummified and stuff?
If they are in there, they wouldn't be mummified. Environment's too damp.
Yeah, there you go, bud. So maybe they are plant food. This Hell Lady is some old war hero, and she can get Nova off our backs.
I wouldn't bring up the war.
How come?
Those of us who took part are not eager to relive its memories.
That.
That bomber's full of old dead Nova. Maybe we should, you know, lighten their pockets?
By now, scavengers would have scattered the bones across the region. We'd be lucky to find a finger, let alone an intact body.
Did Thanos teach you this?
That one? I taught myself.
Rocket, buddy! Or, you got this? I'm thinking Drax.
Absolutely not.
First a down resistance ship, now a Nova Corps one.
We're 2 out of 3 on Galactic War bingo.
Maybe this was a staging ground for the push against the Shatari.
Or maybe it was a bug stronghold and they were shooting these things out of the sky.
You're up, Rocket.
No way, Quill.
this thing can you climb?
Let's find out.
Are you relishing this moment, assassin?
What moment?
Visiting the grave of your enemies.
Nova Corps weren't my enemies, Drax. They were my father's enemies.
See anything useful up there?
I got eyes on this gunked up reactor. A couple of shots should bring it down. Alright, pretty sure that baby's our ticket upward. Somehow.
It is neither a baby nor a ticket. It is a reactor.
Drax, moving that thing around ain't a problem, right?
It is not. Just like the mighty Lady Hellbender, I am exceptionally muscular.
Got it, Drax.
It'll look real good right here.
This unit is tremendously heavy.
I thought you were exceptionally muscular.
Yes! That's why I can easily carry this great weight. What next, Peter Quill?
This brings back memories.
Impressive.
See? That was easy. Great teamwork, everyone. I helped in spirit.
All right. Slippery wind pummeled treetops, here we come.
One thing is clear. We would never have accomplished this task without the assassin.
Did Drax just praise Gamora?
I am giving credit where credit is due.
Took you long enough. We all know Gamora's super cool and super valuable.
And she has not yet tried to kill us. There it is! Lady Hellbender's fortress!
It's gotten bigger, that's for sure.
Ha! It is not getting bigger. We are getting closer.
Thanks, Drax.
Looks like there's a way down here.
Quill, you gotta see this ship.
Behold Lady Hellbender's wrath. Even the Chitauri feared her.
They didn't fear many back then.
Man, never realized Seknarf was such a hot spot for the war. What's Captain distracted up to now? If he calls us over, I'm done. Whoa, 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 guys! There's this totally sweet pile of crap on the ground. It's so interesting. Let's all stick our fingers in it.
I can hear you downwind.
I can hear you down.
Okay, here we go. Slimy. Guys. You might want to wait to come down here.
Oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack. Reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, it fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Well, do something!
Like what?
Flark.
Quill,
Peter! Peter!
Slimy. Guys! You might want to wait to come down here.
oh, why the Flarkus is so deep?
In a jam, boys?
You think?
Son of a schmack. Reach!
The sword will not work, woman. Find us a rope.
Yeah, it fast.
Where am I supposed to find a rope?
I don't know, I'm sinking in jelly here.
Quill, do something!
Like what?
Flark.
Quill, Somebody get him out of there!
Mind telling us what happened?
I don't know. My glasses, they... I've only done that once before when I was a kid. I don't do it on purpose.
Classic Spartoid tech. Just when you think you've seen it all, you pull scud like this. Hey, just, you, just...
Leave the guns alone!
Quill, I just want to see how they tick. Otherwise, it might as well be magic.
Or sorcery.
Guys,
DNA code. Some kind of morphine, nano.
Or sorcery.
here we go again.